Some snow this morning, a bunch of wind this afternoon. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Bosch. It will be a blustery day here in the valley, and temperatures are taking a nosedive. We'll have a look at the travel trouble that's creating in just a moment, but we start this Tuesday afternoon with meteorologist Robert Hahn, who has a first look at our forecast. Robert?
Yeah, still some tough going out there, particularly in the far southern valley and points further south and east. Roads are snow covered. The wind is still picking up that snow and blowing it around. That is because we've got some dry snow out there and it's able to loft that snow in the air. Blizzard warning continues for our far southern counties. Winter weather advisory for Lakes Country and extreme southeastern North Dakota for the blowing and drifting snow that is out there. Winds are gusting as high as 40 and at times 45 miles per hour. And again, that's lofting that snow around, blowing that snow around, reducing visibilities across the region, and those visibilities down to as low as a mile and a half in Detroit Lakes and in Wahpeton, 1.75 miles in Fergus Falls, 3/4 of a mile up in Hallock, where it's also picking up some snow that has been laying on the ground for quite some time up in the Northern Valley. Temperature-wise, we're down into the single digits already in Devils Lake and Jamestown, down to 14 here in Fargo. We had a midnight high of around 28 degrees. Temperatures will continue to fall as we head through the day. Wind chills will continue to fall as well. Minus 20 in Devils Lake, your wind chill, minus 7 in Fargo tonight. Look for a wind chill as cold as 30 to 40 degrees below zero. Dangerous wind chills tonight, a cold day tomorrow, but then the warm-up begins, and we'll detail that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Robert, we will see you then. Well, as you may have noticed by Robert's map, if your travel plans are taking you south or east, plan ahead, maybe even think about postponing them. In Minnesota, both directions of I-94 are closed between Clearwater and Hasty. That's in the St. Cloud area. That's because of multiple crashes. The Minnesota DOT says snow and blowing snow is creating hazardous conditions in many areas. Multiple crashes and spinouts are being reported on I-94 between Alexandria and the Twin Cities. In North Dakota, the story is really the wind. It's been blowing snow across roads. The DOT map, you're watching it now, is reporting scattered ice through much of central North Dakota. You will run into snow-covered roads around Wahpeton and Hankinson. Air travel could also be an issue today. There have already been a few cancellations and delays at Hector International Airport. Flights to the Twin Cities and Chicago seem to be having the most trouble. As usual, go ahead and call ahead on days like this. New for you at noon, 4 Devils Lake missionaries are back home in America this afternoon after being detained in Venezuela. Their flight landed at Hector International Airport just about 30 minutes ago. They were detained and accused of espionage after traveling to Venezuela to work on a joint healthcare initiative with the church there. Now, amid rising tension with the U.S., the Venezuelan president recently started requiring all American visitors to get visas. He has also ordered the American Embassy to reduce its staff. We've got much more on this story coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 5 and online at valleynewslive.com. Also, some new information for you at noon. The wife of a Grand Forks shooting victim, David Elliott, tells Valley News Live that he did not have a weapon when he was shot. Jennifer Elliott says her husband was shot 6 times, including once in the face by a UND police officer who has not been named. Now, David Elliott was shot following a police chase early Saturday morning that ended in the parking lot of All True Hospital in Grand Forks. Jennifer Elliott says she is not sure why her husband did not pull over for police when they originally tried to stop him. However, Jennifer says her husband was not on drugs or using alcohol at the time he was shot. Jennifer says she is hoping to meet with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation officials later today to learn why her husband was shot. The UND police officer who shot David Elliott has been put on administrative leave pending the investigation. Elliott has not been charged with the crime yet. A Minnesota teen is in custody after police say he shot his dad in the face. It happened yesterday afternoon in the Twin Cities suburb of Minnetonka. The victim is in critical condition. 2 other family members were in the home at the time. Police are trying to figure out exactly what led up to the shooting. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed a joint meeting of Congress this morning. Netanyahu took aim at ongoing nuclear talks with Iran, telling lawmakers that a proposed deal, quote, paves Iran's path to the bomb. The Prime Minister's remarks came amid much scrutiny over the timing of his address, as well as the way he was invited. Dozens of House members and a handful of senators skipped the speech. Drivers in Moorhead may have to plan for some extra travel time for the rest of this week. Starting today, crews are working on a water main on 8th Street South, and that'll go through Friday. The east northbound lane of 8th Street South between 16th Avenue and 20th Avenue is going to be closed down during that time. Drivers are encouraged to use caution and maybe find a different way to go if they can. A bill that would allow Minnesota school districts to factor teacher performance into layoff decisions is moving forward. Current state law in Minnesota requires that districts evaluate performance, but it's seniority that determines the order of layoffs when districts are forced to cut teaching staff. Well, here is one way to think about summer on this cold winter day. The Red River Valley Fair has announced its 2015 Grandstand lineup. Acts set to play the fair this year include Joe Nichols, Lee Bryce, Hailstorm, and traditional fair favorite, Hairball. You can check out the full list on your screen or at our website, valleynewslive.com. This year's Red River Valley Fair will run July 7th through the 12th.